Hey, what is going on, everybody? It is Nolan, or the Optimistic Gamer here, and welcome back to the Optimistic Survival Series. As I said at the end of last episode, I would be doing a lot of off-camera work, and I have certainly done that. I finished up the barn here, got a path running through there, and I am very happy with how this has all come together. I have barrels here at the bottom for supports to add to the design, but I also have storage in here. So for the sheep, obviously wheat and shears, and then the respective food for the rest of the animals in each of their own barrels. I also did a lot of resource collecting, which we can head in here to check that out. And I've also done some more breeding with the bees. So I've definitely been very busy. Up here I have, well, no shortage of dirt. In fact, I actually filled up our natural blocks chest, so I have started a new chest with stones and those kinds of resources. Lots of cobblestone, lots of stone going. I got that smelting in our furnaces, and everything is starting to come together really nicely. The bees, they did calm down pretty quickly, fortunately, so I was able to go back outside and they seem very content now. I do want to move the hives, but I definitely like the aesthetic feel of having these bees in our very lush walkway through our homestead. And I did also include a path over on this side. If you guys would like a tutorial of this barn, I do plan on adding a loft up here at the top so we can store hay and other farm-like materials. So I do plan on adding to that, but if you want a tutorial on this, let me know. I did one for the storage building over there. I'd be more than happy to do one for the barn. But as for today's schedule, I would like to look at brewing some potions. I actually went ahead and harvested our netherwort farm to stock up on those, and I want to eventually make a trip back to the nether with fire resistance so it's much safer for us, because if you recall, our nether spawn is not necessarily the safest that one could get, that's for sure. So we are going to take some of these blaze rods, I think just one, or maybe three, I don't remember exactly. And I know we need stone as well, which is right up here. And we are just going to get ourselves a brewing stand, if I can recall how to do that. I know there's one in the village, but... oh, cobblestone. I know there's one in the village, but I want to keep that there for the cleric so that he can restock his trades and so that we don't have to walk to the village every time we want to brew a potion. Alright, so we have a brewing stand. We are also going to need some bottles, so let me get some glass, and we will fill these up with water, and then I will need the netherworts as well. Where are they? They are in nether items, not flowers, and I think just one of those for now will be fine. Some redstone to boost the effect of said potion, and now all we are missing is, well, we need blaze powder to fuel it. We also need blaze powder mixed with a slime ball to create a magma cream block, or not block, magma cream item, whatever we want to call that. I don't really want to go into the nether and actually kill a magma cream yet because it's pretty dangerous, pretty rugged environment. So with the sun getting close to setting, we are actually going to head out to the swamp and hope that it's not a new moon, because that would be unfortunate, and hope that we can get some slime. We have looting 3 on our sword, so as long as the moon, hopefully it's a full moon, but as long as the moon is present, we should definitely be able to get some slime from that. Alright, first I have to remember how to get to the swamp if we've even been to one before. and I will meet you guys there. Well, truthfully, I have no recollection of how to get to the swamp, and what pains me is the moon is very close to being full. I'm not sure if it's waxing or waning right now, but all I do know is that we need to get to a swamp ASAP so that we can at least get one slime. I figure, though, that if I go around in my boat for long enough, eventually I will run into a swamp. And I could be wrong, but the mesa is right over here. I feel like I remember there being a swamp relatively close to it, so we will see once we get there. But as of right now, I'm not really seeing anything catching my eye. Well, at least nothing swamp-like catching my eye. Well, the night is over, halfway done now, and still no luck with a swamp. I'm getting a little nervous. I really do feel like there was a swamp over here by this mesa. Again, could be totally wrong, but I don't know. All I remember is that we were in a swamp, we saw a slime, and it despawned right in front of us, and that was the end of that. I went on a whole rant about that, I think. And I could go back and find that video, I guess, which, you know, I'll do that if we are completely out of luck here, but I want to at least look around for a little bit before resorting to that. I should have just logged the coordinates, though. That was a mistake on my part. And it doesn't look like we have anything over here either. I think I'm going to go ahead and get off of my boat and walk through the desert. And of course the sun is already starting to come up, so kind of a waste of the night. Oh well. Maybe by the next night cycle we will have found a swamp and we can just wait it out for nightfall and then get some slime that way. But you know what's going to happen is I'm going to find a swamp right as the undead mobs start burning up in the sun. Because, you know, sometimes I feel like that's just my luck. Honestly, though, I would take that over not being able to find a swamp at all. Well, it is full-blown daylight now, so I think I'm just going to reference whatever video it was when I did find that swamp. I have no idea what it was, so it might take me a few minutes to find it, but that'll kill some time while we wait for nightfall once again. I probably should have also brought the brush with us in case we find any suspicious sand or gravel. But it's too late for that now, unless of course the swamp has its going back in the other direction. Well, I think I was heading in the completely wrong direction. I need to be going back towards where our dark oak forest is, which, you know, honestly, I really don't remember. I just know that it's not anywhere near the desert, so we will head back to the ocean, get in our boat, and see if we can find that. Alright, here is the dark oak forest, the spruce forest that I recall pretty well, so the swamp should be close here as well, and the sun is getting close to setting, so we will get there right at nightfall, which will be perfect timing for us, and hopefully we can get ourselves some slime. I'm going to make the most out of this so that I don't have to come back, so I'm going to get ourselves a lot if I can. And best case scenario, it is a full moon. That would be pretty much perfect, but all I know is that the moon will at least be there, so these slimes will be spawning. Alright, well it looks like the moon is waning, so we are on the clock now. Of course, I can't find the swamp. It might be over here, but it wasn't over that way. That was a dead end, just ocean. It has to be around here somewhere, though. Honestly, though, I'm about to give up and just say screw it and go into the nether and get magma cream the old-fashioned way and hope we don't die and lose everything. because this is driving me crazy. On the bright side, though, we do get to see some pretty incredible scenery. Well, I'm throwing in the towel. I've been at it for a while now. I feel like I'm just going around in circles. This all looks very familiar. So we're just going to head into the nether, get magma cream the old-fashioned way, and just be very cautious about it. It will definitely be much quicker than trying to remember where the swamp is and then waiting for slimes to spawn and getting enough for it to be worth it. So I will meet you guys in the nether. Well, I'm not sure if we will need it or not, but I did bring along my warped fungus on a stick in case we do encounter any of those striders. Hopefully we don't need to cross any lava, but I think we might have to at least get to where the magma cubes will spawn, but there might be an area a little closer nearby, so that's where we want to be. It looks like we might be able to get down there without crossing any lava. Let's see. And I may just have to jump down here. Oh, we do have a staircase over there. But I have feather falling on the boots. Not a big deal at all. We will just be sure to keep our health all the way up. And it looks like we can get across over there. I don't see... Ooh, gotta be a little more careful over here. I don't see any... There's a strider down there with the saddle. But I don't see any magma cubes right away. Hopefully they will start to spawn in. Normally there's hundreds of them, and they are the biggest pain in the butt of all time. But now I'm not seeing any, which is a little sad. And of course, the whole point of getting the magma cream is to brew potions so that we will be ready to come back to the nether, yet here we are. So, interesting turn of events. Let's see if this small magma cube will yield any magma cream. Did we get any? No. And that's the other thing. Last time I was here, the knockback was kind of messing us up in a way because we saw a lot of magma cubes, but we ended up knocking them down into a pit, and then we could no longer reach them to kill them off. So we do need to be mindful of that today. And I saw a large one somewhere over here. Did I just see him bounce up over that way? I hear him. And I see it on the caption, so we are close-ish. Alright, well there's one down there on that lava. Let's see if we can find a larger one kind of away from the lava, or maybe we can lure him off of it over here onto this solid area. We could even go all the way over here. Maybe if I wreck that block. Let me try placing some blocks underneath him. I did bring a lot of cobblestone with us, and then we should be able to take care of him this way. I really don't want him to go into the lava here, so let me see if I can actually place some blocks down strategically as he jumps up. There we go. Oh, alright, hello. Let's go ahead and kill him off. Whoa, all of that hard work and no reward. So I think we are going to need to find a big one if we want to have any shot at getting magma cream. Here's one. Is he going to make it? Nope. I was kind of worried that would happen. There's a few more over here, not big ones, but we'll see what happens with these guys. Nothing. 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 And nothing. I think it does have to be the big ones, because I have looting on this sword, and we are not getting anything from them. Is that a big one? I can't really tell. That is. Okay. Let's quickly fill in this area a little bit. And here he comes. Alright. We don't want the magma cream to burn up in the lava here. So I just want to make sure it's nice and protected. And okay. One more hit on him should take care of that. Really? How many hits do I need on him? There we go. Alright, we got some magma cream too, but hey, I'll take it. Let's head back. Well, that certainly took a lot longer than I anticipated, but we have safely made it back. We have magma cream now. We can make fire resistance potions. Thank goodness. That will make getting more magma cream a lot easier. All right, well, let's go ahead and set up our potion brewing. I'm thinking we might just build an entirely new building for it. And we may do it where this sugarcane farm is. I think that would be a good spot for that. So let me go ahead and clear out all of this, and we will have a nice plot to build that on. And our sugarcane supply is actually doing quite well. I did a lot of harvesting from both the auto farm and our manual farm while I was finishing up the barn there. And we got ourselves quite a bit of sugarcane, so lots of paper, lots of emeralds, because we need mending on the rest of our diamond armor here. The sword is starting to get a little low. The diamond pickaxe has mending. The axe definitely needs it. So we're going to need a lot of emeralds in the future. So that's why I've been staying on top of that. I did leave part of the sugarcane farm intact, the manual one that is, just so that we could continue to have that larger supply of sugarcane, because as I've said before, that one, while it always runs, it's not necessarily the quickest at getting a large amount of sugarcane for us. So with both of the farms, it will be just fine. But this will be a large enough plot for us anyway. Let me clear out a little bit more of that grass. I think we will have the path kind of come up to about right here, and then have the building right here for our brewery. And the pallet I will use for that. Let's see, what have we used? We used some cobblestone on there. So I think we could actually stick with a cobblestone frame. I'm just trying to play this out in my mind. So maybe have the door right here and have 3 cobblestone on either side like that, and then the corners, and we could even do, well, we'll go 7, is that 6? 7, and then the corner. Of course, then it gets in the way of the farm there. So I think I will, actually, we'll have it go all the way back to here. And then we can have a back door that takes us to our netherwort farm. And that will be there. And then another corner here, another corner here, and continue it back over this way to about right here where we will have our final wall. I need a couple more cobblestone. I'll just do this. This works just fine. There we go. So that will be the inside of it, and then we'll have like a little pantry area, I suppose, right back in there. Our brewery can be right over here, and then I'm not really sure what we could do here. We'll figure something out to make that look nice. So let me hollow out the floor real quick. Okay, for the corners of the build, we've been using a lot of dark oak all over the place. I think I'm going to go with spruce for the corners. For the floor, we could go with, since it is a brewery, not a more homey feel to it, something a little more rugged. I think cobbled deep slate would be great. Maybe we could even put that in a stone cutter and get a... Maybe the deep slate tiles, I think, would fit really well for this build. Let's see, deep slate tiles, we will go with those. That will actually match really well with the spruce logs on the corners. We will fill in the floor here. I think I'm going to need a few more. Yep, I'm just short 5, it looks like. So let me go grab 5 more of those. Perfect. All right, now we need the walls. So I have birch over here on that one. Up there I have stripped oak. And here, well, I don't really have walls, but I have oak for the roof. You know, I'm thinking maybe we go with oak, and we will remember to leave space for some windows here as well. Perfect. The walls are in place. I did bring some glass over as well, so we will fill in all of the windows now. And of course it's starting to rain. Perfect timing though, because we are about to throw a roof onto this. I'm thinking for the outside we will go with the deep slate tile slabs, which I'm gonna make in a stone cutter. So I will have those for the outline, and then for the main part of the roof, I'm thinking spruce planks. And this bamboo is in the way. We're going to need to move that. Uh-oh, it's on the roof. I'll get that in a second. All right, let me go get a few more planks, or excuse me, slabs. We have the outline in place now, so now I need to get up there and put in the spruce slabs. And that will finish off this build. It was a quick and easy one, but I wanted to make sure that we also had enough time to both decorate the inside and actually make use of the space today. Well, I'm just about finished with the roof. I'm going to go ahead and make a crafting table to put in here. I think we will put it right here in this corner. And I just need to make a few more slabs here to finish the inside, just so that it's nice and level for us in here. I'm really happy with how this turned out, actually. Like I said, again, very simple and quick and easy, but I think it fits in perfectly once I get that path in. Again, I like to do the paths off camera because they're very repetitive and they just take a while. So I will do that between now and the next episode, but of course, once I get that put in, it's going to look very nice for us. In the meantime, let me go ahead and make some oak stairs for the doors. And then we will also make the doors themselves. So I will place these from the outside, upside down. Same thing in the back. And I suppose we'll just leave it as grass for now. We will change it later on. All right, I'm thinking spruce doors, just because they have a nice rustic look to them. It kind of matches the vibe of our homestead so far. So we will put one there, one here in the back. The other thing I need to make for in here, I guess I don't need to make one because we have more than enough, but I will go grab a chest or two to keep inside of there. While I'm over here in our storage facility, I'm going to grab a few more things to help add to the aesthetic of the building over there, including some bookshelves, barrels, and I thought I had quartz. I do. I want to do a quartz slab countertop. I think that will look very nice. So a couple quartz blocks will be more than enough to make that. And let's head back over there. I went ahead and turned these into smooth quartz blocks just to make them look a little nicer for us. And back in here, so over here this will be our potion brewing area. I think if we put the 2 quartz blocks right there, we can place our brewing stand right up there. We need to make a cauldron, and grab those planks. Make a cauldron to put here in the corner. I'm thinking we'll go right there for that. And we can do a barrel just facing outside like so. Let's put the bookshelf. Well, I suppose we could put it right up here. I think that will look just fine. And the chests, let's go 2 of them right there. And I think this space is just about finished. We just need to get some lighting in here, so I will go grab some lanterns and we will get that taken care of. A bucket of water in the cauldron will finish that up, and then I think we can call it complete. I've decided to make a slight change with this layout right up here. So I'm actually going to move, I probably should have done that with that Silk Touch pickaxe, but I'm going to move the barrel up top, and I'm actually going to place down 4 of them and put a spruce trapdoor cover in front of that, just like this. And then down below, I'm going to need some more wood for this, but I will put our bookshelf down there instead. I also brought over, I'm going to move this chest, actually. I'm going to put it here. and I brought over a scaffolding, which I will need a little more wood, but I also wanted to have just a nice little seating area in here just to kind of fill the space, complete the look, all of that good stuff. So we will put a lantern over there, and I know it won't be perfectly even, but we will put one right here in front of the door, and that will light up the space nicely. All right, chairs and bookshelf. Put the bookshelf right there. Maybe we could even put one more. No, I think it's fine how it is. I was gonna say maybe some more lanterns above that, but I like it. Maybe a lantern on that bookshelf will be fine. All right, and then the chairs right here, I just grabbed some dark oak stairs. We will do that on these sides. And trapdoors? I think we will be fine without. Maybe, actually, here. There we go. Is that too much? That's a bit too much. I think less is more in this situation. We will stick with that. I checked for clay, bricks, flower pots, all that stuff. Unfortunately, I don't have anything for the top of the table quite yet, but once we get to that point, we will definitely decorate it a little more. Alright, well, before we end the episode today, let's go ahead and use our new brewing setup. So we have our cauldron, which of course we're going to empty right away, but that is fine. We will throw our water bottles into the brewing stand, put some blaze powder in there as well, and make the awkward potion with the nether wart. So that will do its thing. In the meantime, I suppose we could store some blaze powder up here, maybe the blaze rod as well, since we don't need that, and the extra magma cream, which we will not be using, can go in there as well. Alright, that has finished up, so we have our awkward potion. Let's put the magma cream in there now, and plant this bamboo back here. We'll just do a second row entirely. I think that will be just fine. And we can even go ahead and harvest some of our nether wart. It's not 100% ready in all spots, but it will be enough to at least get a good yield out of that. And finalize our fire res potions with redstone dust to make them 8-minute potions so that we can get the most out of that. And I'll quickly plant these before all these zombies get to us and try to attack. We'll quickly run inside, close the door, nice and safe in here. The potions have finished. We get the local brewery advancement, and we will go ahead and throw those completed potions. Actually, we'll put these in the chest so that we don't forget about them at all. But that is where I am going to end the episode for today. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. I know I certainly did. It was tedious at the start, but I'm really happy with how our brewery has come together. If you're looking forward to more of the Optimistic Survival series, definitely hit that thumbs up button, and be sure you are subscribed so you don't miss out on daily content as soon as I publish it. Check the description for some more important information, how to contact me, leave video requests, all of that good stuff. But other than that, that is pretty much it. Comment, like, subscribe, remember to stay optimistic, and I will see all of you tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Bye.